Kia ora koutou katoa. Welcome to my YouTube channel, everybody. Sagittarius, actually, and or to my YouTube channel. So first of all, I just want to thank everybody for the thumbs ups, the likes, shares, and the comments, but also the donations on my YouTube channel. So thank you for that. And also for the Facebook watchers as well. So, and all the thumbs up, likes and shares and comments as well. So I really do appreciate that. So the other thing is, I just want to remind everybody that these reads are, the messages that come through are general, so they may or may not resonate with you. If they do, just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And you can check out what your other signs are just to give you more of a comprehensive overview. If you, whether some parts resonate or not, or don't resonate or not. So I'm not sure whether there's a little bit flustered, the energy at the moment. So it's like, oh gosh, I feel a little bit flappy. So anyway, so where they're going with that is, where are we going with that, Spirit? Where are we going with that, Sagittarius? Okay, so anyway, going back to that. So this read is for those of you who are watching, and Sagittarius maybe in your sun, moon, rising, and or Venus sign. So, and which is why, sometimes I mentioned before to check out one of your other signs if this isn't quite fitting. And even if it is, it could be, you're wanting a little bit more information, maybe to go a little bit deeper as well. So, so that is there as well. So just on that as well, where we're going. Okay, we're going, just want to let everybody know that I am taking bookies for readings next week. So, or from next week, or this weekend actually. Feel free to make contact with me. My contact details are in the description box below. The other thing I was going to say before is if you don't know what your signs are, there's a link in the description box below that will take you to a website that has a free calculator on it, and it will work it out for you. Okay, so anyway, it's kind of this kind of sense of a rushness, or hurry up, get a move on. And it's kind of like, for me as well, like get a move on here, but I don't feel like it's actually, for me, it's part of your message on saying that it's like, where we're going. Yeah, it's kind of like just slowing the energy down just to take a breather. Okay. Take a breath. Take a breath is what I'm hearing they're saying. Okay, so some of you may be feeling a little bit flappy at the moment, and just like with the sense of, I don't want to say rushed, but some of you may be feeling a little bit rushed, or pushed for time, or there was just like the sense of getting going, or increasing, picking up the momentum with something around you. Could be in your personal life, or in business, or work, or something like that, or a shift in career is what I'm hearing for some of you. And I'm feeling for some of you that maybe you may be going from a job to a business, and some of you it may be the opposite way around. So, and I feel like those ones that's going from a business to a job, it may be for some of you, I feel like there's like another business, but it's like part-time-ish, and the job is part-time-ish or full-time-ish. It's kind of, there's a mix of hours until things start to come, roll, okay. Until things start to get on a roll. Okay, so anyway, this is what I was trying to do, is like, I'm going to be using the Starman Tarot deck today, and also the Sacred Earth Oracle deck. Now the angels have been like flapping around lately today, and like giving me the last few days, giving me some signs and signals that they're wanting to have a wee chat, offer a message or two as well. So we'll bring them out later, and see how we go for time, that is, on saying that. So now, so there's maybe something, I don't normally say that, so I'm just being drawn to me saying that. So there may be something about being on time or having enough time, so that I'm hearing like organization in between that, and I'm hearing some event planning, or planning an event. It's all in the timing, basically, how that's going to go. So it's like, and that's where I feel like some of you may be like feeling and there may be that sense of an energy around you that's like, radio, let's get cracking, need to start planning something, getting the wheels turning, and getting something rolling. What I'm hearing from Spirit is just like, yes, is following that, your intuition, following that, and knowing when to, when you need to slow down a bit and then stop and pause and ask a question, or just see if you've got or sense if you've got the information correctly. It's like, I kind of feel there's that sort of thing, but there's something about getting going and starting to book some dates for some of yous, for some projects or events, or that are going on, okay, or that are coming up, and it's like things have been held off long enough, is what I'm hearing from Spirit. Okay, so for some of you, you'll get that, you'll get what they're talking about, and most of you'll get it if it's meant to be for you. And I'm hearing some of you maybe in denial. So anyway, have fun with it. So anyway, I've got the Starman. Now, so as I'm still becoming more familiar with these, with this deck here, with the beautiful phrases that they have in the beginning, is to talking about what these cards are meaning. So as usual, as always, usual, everybody has their own interpretation or their own energy behind it for the guides that are in themselves, to express how, and the meanings of the cards, the decks that they have, that they've created. So basically, obviously there is a main theme, that there's a general theme with the tarot, and but depending on what the experiences are in each person's life and what Spirit are directing to best help express, talk about, share the message that's coming through based on these cards. It's like it's going to be slightly different, and it will resonate with different people, of course, as always. So I kind of feel like there may be something that's going on in your life about that as well, about expressing yourself and about making these changes, and not everybody's going to be happy with it, but there is a general, it's like with the chakras, I suppose, too. They're giving me that as another analogy to use, is like, there are the 7 main colors basically that are known. And they've kind of shifted a bit though now on saying that because of the different vibration, but they are still there. And it's like, oh, where they going? Oh God, it's interesting. I'm just kind of so there's a general rule of thumb, or a general meaning behind them. That's where they're going with that. So however, there is sometimes that it's different. It differs with each person, each individual, as to what's going on in their lives. So anyway, going to the Starman, the star. I keep saying the Starman, but it's the star, and the star is about hope and inspiration, basically, and keeping up that But this card here talks about, I beam your light. So the star, they're just letting you know the celestial realm, and guides. And your guides guides you through the chaos of life, basically. So that's what this card talks about. Illuminating, and the star illuminates the path into the future, okay, or to your dreams. And I get this card is also saying that you have the knowledge and the ability and the self-esteem, or the esteem, to live life on your own terms and shine your light, and inspiration, because this is what this is. This is what this card is about, basically, hope and inspiration. So it's just keeping that light shining towards, and keep going towards what it is that you're wanting to do, have and give in your life, okay? So then after that, because these two cards came out together, and this came out with it, justice. So it's this sense that the justice card brings with it, I reap what I sow, and I choose to walk the path of choice. And it's obviously, the theme is about, you know, principles of consequence, basically. So I'm kind of seeing this like in the sense, you know, I reap what I sow, where you put out what you get, you know, and it's that sort of things. If you put out, that's what you get back. If you you know, you've got to, so it's like taking action. So I kind of feel this is in a way making a decision, taking action sort of an energy at the moment in some way or form. Doesn't need to be like a great big bold one, or those, depending on who you are and what's going on. You know, it's hard, you know, hard to define like what is big and what is small to some people, because we're all individuals and it means something different. So if it is feeling a bit big to you, for you, you may need to break it down. That's where they're going with that. So, and if it's feeling like you maybe want to take, like, it is maybe a big step, and maybe like 1, 2 instead, you know, like they're breaking it down, or taking one leap for some of you into a space, but it may not necessarily be as a ginormous a leap as you think it will be. So it's taking one step at a time, and not actually, okay, over measuring it or measuring it in your mind. Okay, wow. So that's where these two are. So there must be something around you making some decisions, taking a leap of faith in a way, or actually just call to action, basically. That's what I'm hearing, is that actioning something, and, you know, and just keeping up that hope and inspiration about where it is and what it is that you're wanting to do, you know, in your life. It's like some of you, you know, like a lot of yous and some of yous have had projects that have been hanging around for years, and you may have been dilly-dallying around, or you may have half-heartedly put, you know, an effort in there, but it's like, and some of yous, you know, may have actually put it on the back burner, started and put it and stopped, and then decided to come back. And some of yous, this may be a fresh idea, and it's time to make your move, and completely make your move. And you may have been wanting to make a move to do something some time ago, but and it's probably different to what it was some time ago to what it is now. But there's something about a call to action to do whatever, or move towards in some way or form, start that process, or continue with the process, or increase the momentum of it into something that you're supposed to be doing, they're saying, or, you know, you feel you're meant to do. Okay, now the next group of cards that came out are these three. So it's the Queen of Cups, the Nine of Swords, and the King of Cups. So the Queen of Cups, so she's very much in tune with her emotions. She's known to be the beloved one, but in one who likes material things, but she's worked hard, you know. Oh no, okay, I'm bringing in actually the Queen of Pentacles there as well. So for some reason her energy, I've started talking about her, but the Queen of Cups, so there's the blink in there with the two, with the hard work, but she's got and basically the Queen of Cups she is, you know, she's in touch. She's delved into her own feelings, and she's become more aware of who she is, what she's about, where she's going, and you're listening to her intuition more. Okay, so if you're not in that space now, there could be somebody coming into your space, Sagittarius, that may be that's bringing that you see, and that has, and it may be that's maybe where, to help you out with something and going into more of that spaces, I'm hearing for a good portion of you out there that are watching this, it's around, you know, being in, you know, taking notice, or being in control of your emotions, and you know, not sucking it up or suppressing them in that way. It's like figuring out, is this your bullshit, or is this somebody else's bullshit? And it may not even be bullshit. So what is, it's really discerning what is yours and what is not, is somebody else's. For some of you it will be just bullshit, and others, you know, things that it will not be. But you may be just picking up on something, and it may be you're making a decision based on that, rather than what is really going on for you, and finding that separation in something as well. So anyway, the Queen of Cups, so she's very much in her element, she's got this beautiful, she says, I am content and powerful, basically. or the beloved one. So actually, she's a conduit for powerful love. And there's a sensual, dynamic leader in her who is very intuitive. There's also a sexual side to her, or sensual side as well. And she's very worldly. So there's a lot of knowledge and emotional intelligence in there with her. And a lot of empathy and creativity, because that's what the Cups is about, and understanding. So will listen to you. So there may be an energy, a female energy that comes to you that is willing to listen to you and what's going on with you. But it may be you that may be talking to, or allowing yourself to go there too, to listen to someone, and you may be taking on that role yourself, okay, on saying that. Then we have the Prince of Wands that's come out with this one as well. I mean, the Prince of Wands, the Prince of Swords. I've been all back to front today. The Prince of Swords, and he talks about, I live by my ideals. So this too is about taking decisive action. So it is definitely a call to action, this reading here, and aiming your ideas with courage and fine-tuning your responses. So often, people, when we're wanting to go and do something, so then you may have a project or something that's like I say, on the back burner, or coming up and you're bringing forth again, or maybe a brand new idea, and people may be questioning you about what it is that you have, what it is you're doing, and maybe not agreeing with it, or just poo-pooing it, and or they maybe not even doing that right now, but in the past it may be, or those thoughts are going in there. So you may be prejudging yourself, or judging yourself as to what how this is all going to turn out for you, or others might be. And then it's kind of, we do tend to hold ourselves off. More often than not, we do hold ourselves off, but a lot of us do, not everybody. So it's like, in the past, yes, I used to do that, and you will understand that. But it may be for some of you, you're there again, but you may, some of you, I feel like you've been processing this for quite some time, and you're maybe not as bothered by that anymore, but it still maybe has a little bit of you may have a little bit of a hesitancy, and it's just really double checking, or making sure that actually you are on the right track. So for some of you as well. So then we have the King of Cups that's come out with this lot too. So interesting. So the King of Cups is like, I bring dependability and harmony, and I feel like there's a good that's you in a way as well. Because the King of Cups is, he's very agile. He's mastered his emotions, just like the Queen of Cups, through all his trials and tribulations over time and life experiences. He's figured out what it is, like the Queen of Cups, and knows about who he's, because he's seen everything, done this, done that, and he's like, so there's a lot of more calmness and more into this creative side of him that may be coming out. But he also can be one who loves and both fears at times. So depending on the situation, especially with relationships, because the Cups is about relationships, or going, in our emotional connection to ourselves, our relationship with ourselves and or others. So there could be something there about commitment in there as well. So and it may be in, commitment, okay, and connection. Okay, so this is about being, also with the King of Cups, bringing up this creative side of you, as well as the Queen of Cups as well. So this is definitely, there's something emotional that's going on. Could be with family, immediate family, could be with siblings, could be with a community, it could be with extended family. There's something going on, but I feel like there is, in a way, this is about hope as well. Okay, but there's something about taking decisive action towards finding a solution. Okay, now this is the Temperance card, and it came out in reverse, and in reverse the Temperance talks about living with no restraints, and you may be in that space where you may be living with no restraints in your life, and it may be causing, some imbalance and and unhappiness in your life as well. So, and then this is about refining your energy and discarding what serves you, what no longer serves you, sorry, and move on, okay, with that one, because it's tipping you, whatever it is going on is tipping you out of balance. So with all these emotional cards, that's there, and it may be that you are working towards this space yourself and not necessarily in it now, but they're saying, and that, you know, so the cards could be saying to you, you know, about looking, processing your emotions and what's going on with you. So I'm going to turn this up the correct way, which I have already. So when it's turned up this way, is I am astonished by the beauty of life in all its facets. So basically, it's a time to understand your own healing process and work in synergy with others as well. And it may be toward a singular goal. So whatever is going on, it's probably about you, because that's what the Temperance is about balance, which is, you know, going back to all these cards, it's about finding balance in your life and bringing about balance between with, you know, love and, you know, home and work. It could be home, business, work, you know, business, business, work, home, you know, love, relationship with yourself as well. So there's a few things going on there. So I just want to draw a card or see what comes out with the Sacred Earth Oracle deck to, you know, to maybe bring some clarification, okay? See what comes out with these cards. Often they will back, something will come out to back it up. Discernment, okay? What is yours and what is not yours? What, you know, what is, you know, yours to take a hold of or not as well. So it's like, you know, that's like in all facets, all areas of life, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. What is it that you want to take, you know, discerning what is yours and what is not yours, or discerning whether it's better or not, whatever. It's about making a choice, like they were talking about. It's a call to action to do something in some way, and it could be making a choice in some sort of way, so that can create some movement in one direction or another. Okay, right. See what I feel like there's another one coming here. So it's not sticking out far enough, so it will come out sooner or later. So hopefully sooner. Sometimes it can take a little while, and sometimes it's like it's just having a little bit of a chit chat, and it's just going to be in alignment with what is going on with you, for you, and sometimes it takes a little while for that to come. Especially if we're not listening to ourselves. So we're going to take this one in potential, because whatever it is that you're doing, and there is definitely some potential there. And I do feel like you are not seeing the potential in yourself, a lot of yous, as to what it is that you're wanting to create. And maybe we go through these funny little moments, and even I do, is sometimes something comes up. So there's some potential coming out. See that little person? That I'm feeling like that's the inner self in there wanting to come out. So there is some potential wanting to come out and reveal itself. Out there, put it out. Do what it is that you have. Bring it out. Do what it is that you're meant to be doing for you, with love, peace, harmony, and joy, excitement and adventure, also, and prosperity and abundance. Okay, so I'm just going to shuffle this a bit and see what comes up and what comes out for you. Okay, so this is Archangel Michael's deck. Oh, well, that's not going to work very well today, so we'll just do it this way. There's a lot of like fidgeting today with me, with you guys. So it's like really interesting, you know. It's kind of. And I'm burning sage too, which is why my throat's a little bit croaky now, and lavender. So normally this one is just smoking like a blinking, I was going to say a banshee, like screaming like a banshee, but this one is smoking like nothing. So it's like, I'm really curious about that. So, and while we're working, so there may be some clearing of some energy world, because I just felt like I wanted to like light it with this session and with you. And so there may be some clearing of negative energy or just stagnant energy, or an energy that's just got a lower vibration as well. So lift your energy, thinking good positive thoughts, clearing it, bringing in some crystals. If you've got crystals, they may need a little bit of zhuzh up as well. You know, something with love and light, but also black tourmaline type, or obsidian or jet, or what's that, onyx or something like that. They're all good crystals for grounding, but also clearing and, you know, and protective energy as well. So this is this card here. Feel the love and do it anyway. So there's something, so taking out the fear, you know, and like when we sometimes we just got to switch things around. Even though we're feeling that like a little bit fearful or a little bit anxious or a little bit unsure, it's like that's the, you know, sometimes we just change the word around to get us over the mark, or whatever it is, and then can change it back. And it's like, it's kind of, and this is how it is. It's like switching it around, shifting our perspective to get us to move or help us to move in the direction that we need to move. Sometimes we just got to adapt and then look back. When you look back, it's, well, you know, I did do that. Even though it was just a change of the word, but it makes all the difference because the vibration is different. So clear your energy field. Okay, so pretty much that's what we're doing now with this sage. So, and it may be, there may be some things that are going on, and it's out of your, maybe out of your control, but it's like, it's, you know, I'm just hearing it wouldn't hurt to do a little, have a little bit of a karakia or a prayer, or just, you know, lighting some incense and putting out that intention or that prayer, you know, to clear and cleanse the energy, to you know, of any, you know, of anything that serves, you know, purpose for your highest good, you know, in the house or the property, the car, whatever, your office, whatever it is, yourself, and, you know, and obviously blessing it with calling the angels and to bless you and everything else as well. That would be really cool. So so clear energy, or it could be your aura field as well, like looking at watching your aura and your chakras. I'm just hearing as well, like clear them as well, and then bringing in the, zhuzhing up the energy of your chakras and your aura, same colors, the aura out there, expanding them, your aura out as well. Okay, so that's a whole different course, so or different chat with those. So anyway, I'm going to leave it there for you, Sagittarius. I hope this helps, you know, get you through the week or the month, depending on how this rolls out for you. So, but yeah, definitely, you know, keep yourself in that, you know, in that, it being your light, basically. Like the star says, I've been your light. Okay. Anyway, like I said, we'll leave it there for now, and we'll see you next week, okay? God bless you, God protect you, and my spiritual team, and the energy of the Zions, and of course, Sagittarius, we leave you with lots of love, peace, harmony, and joy, and prosperity and abundance. Bye for now. See you next week.